Hello, my name is Grandin Gill, and I am the Academic Director of the Doctor of Business Administration being offered by University of South Florida's College of Business, scheduled to begin its first cohort in January of 2015. This is a third in a series of videos that I have created to help explain the program, and the focus of this video is on the program structure and its costs. So we'll begin with the structure, and the first most important thing about this program is it is designed for working professionals. Many PhD programs demand that students quit their jobs and attend the program full time. Our program is the opposite. We expect the students in this program to be high-level executives and managers. In fact, we require it, and to be working while the program proceeds. Now that means that we need a flexible schedule. So what we do is we have residential meetings once a month on Friday and Saturdays. And our schedule is broken up into quarters. The first two quarters begin in the spring, and classes meet in February, March, April, May, and June. We then take July off and we come to the fall semester. And during the fall semester, we have classes in August, September, October, November, and December. And then we take January off. During the first 2 years of the program, the principal focus is on classwork, especially classes on research methods, because this is a research-focused program. These are 3-credit classes, and you do 24 credits a year, or 8 classes a year. And this proceeds through the first 2 years. In the third year, however, the focus becomes the dissertation. So what we do is we switch to 4-credit dissertation classes, which essentially involve you meeting with a 4-person faculty dissertation committee. And in addition to that, we have 2-credit issues classes, which are kind of like workshops and are specifically designed not to put too much additional work on you while you are trying to complete your dissertation requirement. Now, on to the costs. If we take a look at the costs of this program, the base cost is $30,000 per year, which is a $90,000 total cost. Now, $90,000 seems like a lot, and compared with other programs, it's pretty reasonable, but we include a lot of things that other programs do not. Now, some of the things we include are pretty standard. For example, we include tuition and fees, books, parking, breakfast and lunch on class days. You'll find most programs, though not all, cover those. Where we start to diverge is that we issue everyone a Windows tablet computer and accessories to use throughout the course of the program. Now, the reason we do this is our experience with executives bringing in machines from their own organization is that you often run into lots of problems with firewalls and other software that have been installed by the organization to maintain security. So what we want everyone to do is to come in with a standard computer, so if you run into problems, we are able to help you get rid of those problems as quickly as possible, and we don't get frustrated by confusing software that has been put on by your IT department. Another extremely unusual thing that we do is we offer a $6,000 budget for research expenses, including conference travel. And this is very significant because we require all the students in our program to attend at least 3 external conferences. We think that this is very important because part of our goal is to create students who understand faculty, who understand the culture in which faculty exists, and one of the best ways to do that is to go to academic conferences. Now, if you take a look at the costs of our program compared to other programs, what you will see is that we're very, very reasonable here. If you look at the University of Florida's program, that's a $90,000 program, but it does not include any of the $6,000 research budget. Now, you're going to end up spending that money anyway in a typical program, but we allow you to be reimbursed from it out of our tuition Uh, you can also see that some of the older programs, such as the Case Western Reserve program, are very expensive. So when you put the tuition in perspective and you compare it to the costs of undergraduate education or even the costs of sending a child to private school, I believe that you'll agree that it's a very reasonable program.